Every new morning brings a choice. You can wake up carrying yesterday's fears, disappointments, and unanswered questions, or you can choose peace. Too often, we hold tightly to situations we cannot control, believing that if we worry enough, think hard enough, or struggle long enough, everything will somehow work out. But true strength is not found in holding on. It is found in learning to let go. There is incredible freedom in trusting yourself and believing that the wisdom placed within you is enough for today. You don't need to have every step planned before taking the first one. You don't need permission to believe in your own journey. Each sunrise is an invitation to release fear, embrace confidence, and move forward with courage. As you listen today, allow these words to quiet your anxious thoughts, strengthen your heart, and remind you that peace begins the moment you stop fighting what you cannot control and start trusting the path before you, trusting the path before you. Every day, countless people wake up carrying invisible burdens that quietly shape the way they think, feel, and act. These burdens may not be seen by anyone else, but they are very real, and they are made up of regrets from the past, fears about the future, disappointments that never fully healed, and expectations that have become too heavy to bear. Without realizing it, many people spend more energy holding on to these emotional weights. Without realizing it, many people spend more energy holding on to these emotional weights than say to, embracing the opportunities waiting in front of them. The truth is, you were never meant to carry every problem, every mistake, or every unanswered question. Some things simply cannot be changed, no matter how often you replay them in your mind. Holding on to them does not protect you. It only steals your peace and keeps you from fully experiencing the present moment. Think about how exhausting it is to carry a heavy backpack all day. At first, you may barely notice the extra weight, but as time passes, your shoulders begin to ache, your steps become slower, and even simple tasks feel difficult. Emotional burdens work the same way. They gradually drain your strength until you begin to believe that feeling overwhelmed is normal. But it doesn't have to be. There is incredible freedom in recognizing that you have the power to release what no longer serves you. Letting go is not giving up, and it is not pretending that painful experiences never happened. It is making the courageous decision to stop allowing yesterday's struggles to control today's possibilities. This new day is a fresh beginning, The mistakes you made do not define who you are, and the setbacks you experienced do not determine where your journey ends. Every sunrise is a reminder that life continues to offer new opportunities, new lessons, and new chances to grow. Instead of carrying the weight of what you cannot control, choose to focus on what you can influence right now. Take a deep breath, lift your eyes toward the future, and remind yourself that peace begins the moment you release the burdens you were never meant to carry. When you let go of unnecessary weight, you make room for hope, clarity, confidence, and the strength to move forward, one step at a time. Fear has a way of making itself sound convincing. It speaks in moments of uncertainty, telling you that you are not ready, that you are not qualified, or that you should wait until you feel completely confident before taking another step. The more attention you give to those thoughts, the louder they become. Before long, fear begins making decisions on your behalf, convincing you to stay where it feels safe instead of moving toward the life you truly desire. Yet beneath all of that noise is another voice, quiet, calm, and steady. It is the voice of your inner wisdom, the part of you that remembers every challenge you have already overcome and every lesson life has taught you. While fear focuses on what could go wrong, your inner wisdom reminds you of everything that has gone right, despite the obstacles you once faced. Think back to moments in your life when you believed you wouldn't make it through. There were days filled with uncertainty, disappointment, and doubt. At the time, those situations may have seemed impossible to overcome, yet here you are today. You found strength you didn't know you had. You adapted, learned, and continued moving forward. Those experiences are proof that there is already resilience within you. You don't need to search for it somewhere else, because it has been growing through every difficulty you stare. The problem is that fear often causes you to forget your own story. Learning to trust yourself begins with changing the questions you ask. Instead of constantly wondering, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if this opportunity changes my life for the better? Instead of focusing on every possible mistake, focus on the possibility of growth. Every meaningful achievement begins with someone willing to take a step without having every full answer. Confidence is not born from certainty. It is built through action. When you quiet the endless chatter of fear, you create space to hear the wisdom that has always been within you. That wisdom encourages patience when life feels rushed, courage when challenges appear, and hope when circumstances seem uncertain. Trust that inner voice more often than the voice of doubt. It has carried you through every season so far, and it will continue guiding you forward. The more you listen to it each day, the stronger your confidence becomes, and the easier it is to walk through life with peace instead of panic, faith instead of fear, and quiet assurance instead of constant worry. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to trust the journey when you cannot yet see where it is leading. We naturally want certainty. We want clear answers, immediate results, and reassurance that every step we take is moving us in the right direction. But life rarely unfolds that way. More often, it reveals itself one moment at a time, asking you to keep moving forward even when the destination remains hidden. This uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, but it is often where the greatest growth takes place. The seasons that seem quiet on the outside are frequently the seasons where the deepest transformation is happening within you. Think about a seed planted beneath the soil. For weeks, there may be no visible sign of life above the ground. To someone watching, it might appear as though nothing is happening. Yet beneath the surface, roots are spreading, strength is developing, and the foundation for future growth is being carefully built. If the seed gave up because it couldn't immediately see the sunlight, it would never become the tree it was created to be. In much the same way, your own progress is often taking place in ways that are invisible at first. Every lesson you learn, every challenge you overcome, and every small step you take is preparing you for opportunities you may not yet be able to imagine. It is easy to become discouraged when success seems delayed or when your efforts don't laugh. When you may wonder if your hard work is making any difference at all. But meaningful growth is rarely immediate. It is built through consistency, patience, and the willingness to keep going when no one else notices your progress. Every day you choose to move forward instead of giving up, you are becoming stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what lies ahead. Trusting the process means believing that not every chapter needs to make sense while you are living it. Some answers only become clear when you look back and see how every experience connected to the draw. What once felt like a delay may have actually been preparation. What looked like a closed door may have been protection from the wrong path. Keep showing up, keep learning, and keep believing that every step has purpose. Even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust that your journey is unfolding exactly one step at a time, leading you toward growth, resilience, and a future shaped by perseverance rather than fear. Doubt has a quiet but powerful way of limiting your potential. It often begins with small thoughts that seem harmless at first. You question whether you are good enough, capable enough, or prepared enough to pursue the goals that matter most to you. The more you entertain these thoughts, the more convincing they become, until they start influencing your decisions. Opportunities are ignored, dreams are postponed, and confidence slowly fades. But the truth is that confidence is not something a few lucky people are born with. It is something that is built over time, through consistent action, perseverance, and the willingness to believe in yourself, even when the outcome is uncertain. Every time you choose to move forward, despite feeling afraid, you weaken the grip of doubt. Every challenge you face becomes another reminder that you are stronger than you once believed. Think about the skills you possess today that once seemed impossible to learn. There was a time when they felt unfamiliar and uncomfortable, yet through patience and repetition, they became part of who you are. Confidence grows in exactly the same way. It develops one decision at a time, one small victory after another, until what once felt impossible begins to feel natural. It is also important to stop measuring your progress against the lives of other people. Everyone has a different journey, a different pace, and a different purpose. Comparing your beginning to someone else's middle only creates unnecessary frustration. Instead of asking why someone else seems to be moving faster, focus on becoming a little better than you were yesterday. Growth is personal, and every step forward, no matter how small, deserves to be recognized. The words you speak to yourself each morning also shape the confidence you carry throughout the workday. If you constantly repeat that you are not enough, your mind begins to accept that belief as truth. But when you intentionally replace those thoughts with words of encouragement, your perspective begins to change. Tell yourself that you are learning, growing, and becoming stronger with every experience. Remind yourself that mistakes are not signs of failure, but opportunities to improve. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to keep moving despite it. When you choose each day to replace doubt with belief, you gradually create a mindset that is resilient, hopeful, and ready to embrace every opportunity that comes your way. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to take action. They believe they need every answer, every detail, and every guarantee before they can confidently move forward. They tell themselves that once they feel completely prepared, then they will chase their dreams, make the difficult decision, or step into a new opportunity. But the perfect moment rarely arrives. Life is full of uncertainty, and if you wait until every question has been answered, you may spend years standing still while opportunities quietly pass you by. Growth has never depended on having complete certainty. It has always depended on having the courage to take the next step, even when the road ahead is not fully visible. Think about every meaningful journey you have ever taken, whether it was starting a new job, moving to a different place, learning a new skill, or entering a new season of life. You probably did not know exactly how everything would unfold. There were unknowns, unexpected challenges, and moments when you questioned yourself. Yet with each step, you gained experience. Each obstacle taught you something valuable, and every lesson made you more capable than you were before. Clarity often comes through action, not before it. As you move forward, the path becomes clearer, and the confidence you were searching for begins to grow naturally. Trying to control every possible outcome can become an exhausting habit. It creates unnecessary stress because life is unpredictable by nature. No amount of worrying can guarantee that everything will happen exactly as planned. Instead of trying to eliminate every uncertainty, learn to become comfortable with the idea that some answers will reveal themselves only when the time is right. Trust that you have the ability to adapt, learn, and overcome whatever challenges may come your way. Every small step forward is an act of courage. It is a declaration that fear will not decide your future. Even when you cannot see the entire staircase, taking the first step moves you closer to where you want to be. Success is not reserved for those who have all the answers. It belongs to those who are willing to keep moving despite the questions. Believe in your ability to handle what lies ahead. Remain open to learning along the way. And remember that your future is built one faithful step at a time. The journey becomes possible the moment you stop waiting for certainty and choose progress instead. The way you begin your morning has a powerful influence on the rest of your day. Before the demands of work, responsibilities, and unexpected challenges begin to compete for your attention, you are given a quiet opportunity to choose the mindset you will carry with you. Many people wake up and immediately focus on everything that could go wrong. They reach for their phones, read stressful news, replay yesterday's disappointments, or worry about problems that have not even happened yet. Without realizing it, they allow fear and pressure to shape their emotions before the day has truly begun. But every sunrise is an invitation to make a different choice. It is a reminder that each new day brings fresh opportunities, new strength, and another chance to move forward with hope. Instead of allowing your first thoughts to be filled with anxiety, choose gratitude. Take a moment to appreciate the simple gift of a new beginning. No matter what happened yesterday, today is a blank page waiting to be written. The mistakes of the past do not have to define the decisions you make today. Every morning offers an opportunity to start again with a renewed heart, a clearer mind, and a stronger sense of purpose. When you intentionally begin your day with thankfulness, your perspective begins to shift. You notice possibilities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, and hope instead of fear. It is also important to speak encouraging words over your life before stepping into the world. Remind yourself that you are capable of handling today's challenges. Tell yourself that you will meet difficulties with wisdom, patience, and courage. These simple affirmations are not empty words. They are powerful reminders that your attitude shapes your experience. When your mind is focused on peace and purpose, you are less likely to be shaken by temporary setbacks or unexpected changes. As you move through your day, carry with you the confidence that every small step matters. You do not need to accomplish everything at once. Progress is built through consistent choices, one moment at a time. Let every sunrise remind you that life is continually offering new opportunities to grow, learn, and become stronger. Walk into each day with faith in your abilities, peace in your heart, and purpose in your actions. When you begin your mornings with hope instead of worry, you create a foundation that allows you to face every challenge with resilience, confidence, and the quiet assurance that you are exactly where you need to be to keep moving forward.